Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to high school boys basketball at Charger Arena. Tonight we've got the visiting Falcons of Allendale and the hometown Chargers of Covenant Christian. I'm Kyle Brunigi alongside the great Dan Kuiper.
The great Dan Kuiper.
Wow,
How about that?
The layup legend.
Yeah.
And we're really excited to be bringing this game to you tonight. And Dan, Allendale, Old Town, past rivals, River Valley. Friday night should be really exciting.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Allendale. It looks like they have a record of 3-2. I'm looking at your paper.
Our statistician is sick tonight.
Okay, really? Again?
Again.
It just seems like he's missing all the time. So 3-2, they're coming in, and I think we got a good game ahead of us here. If this thing is anything like the girls' game, which just was a thriller.
Epic.
I can't wait.
In case you missed it, folks, Sam Muhlenberg hit a 3 to give the Chargers the victory as time expired. Look it up on YouTube, our channel. Really exciting finish. And we're going to get Coach Ty Schimmel over here. We like to talk to him, pick his brain at how he's going into the night. He's already apologizing to us. But
talking strategy with Coach Pasteur,
Well, that's probably more important than talking to us. You got 32 minutes ahead of you, so you gotta be ready. So,
sure.
My questions aren't very, they're kind of predictable, but. It's December 20. We're going into Christmas break. I know you got some games over the break. Give us a quick little assessment of your team right now. How you feeling about them?
Pretty good. Even with the two losses, I thought we played okay. I really like how we're playing defensively at times. I like how I think our biggest strength right now is how we're rebounding the ball. We have not lost a rebound battle all year, and some of them haven't been close. So defensive rebounding, kind of hanging our hat on. I'd like to see us be a little more consistent shooting. We got some guys that are coming along pretty good, and yeah, Ben's been pretty stellar for us too. So, with the group that does not have a lot of starting experience, we're starting to figure it out. So it's been an absolute joy to coach these guys. These guys are blue collar, hard workers, man. It's been a lot of fun.
That is great to have a team like that wants to come and practice hard every day. And
they love it.
Hopefully they have that energy coming into January, February, the
I
dog
hope so
days
too.
of midweek practice.
Yep.
So I was just saying before you came on, Allendale. I mean, they've been in Charger Arena a few times over the years. You're going to get just hard-nosed, scrappy Allendale basketball. What can you tell us about the Falcons here?
Yeah, so number 23 is a really nice player. They would say he's got Kyle Brunigi game. He's got an old man's game. He likes to pivot, likes to play off 2 feet. He's a really good shooter. And then their guards, number 10 and 11, are really good too. So they really try to get downhill. We got to be in position to take some charges tonight. So, they're scrappy. Should be a fun game.
We're looking forward to watching you guys hit the hardwood, and
good.
Got some action coming up soon, right?
Yeah, tomorrow at Cornerstone. So if you're bored tomorrow afternoon, 1:30, Cornerstone versus Coldwater.
All right. Glad to get that plug in there. Coach Ty, have a great game.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle.
You bet. Thanks for stopping by. Well, Dan, Coach Ty is really excited about how his Chargers are playing and looking for some consistent shooting tonight. So we got to watch out for number 23, Alex Gunis. He said he's Dan Kuiper-like. He can really shoot the ball. So we're going to have to really target on him, and then really good guard play 10 and 11. So, we're expecting an Allendale team that's just going to be really hard-nosed, and they're not going to make anything easy. And, it's going to be a great matchup tonight.
Yep, looking forward to it. Interested to see what the approach is from Coach Schimmel and the Chargers here, especially defensively. We've seen them switch it up a little bit in some of our previous games, so see what the strategy is coming out tonight.
Well, we're winding down. 30 seconds left. We're going to step aside and turn it over to our good friend Kurt Kaptein on the PA for getting us started with the national anthem and starting lineups. We'll be right back.
Good evening, everyone. We want to welcome you again to Covenant Christian High School for this boys varsity basketball game between the Falcons of Allendale High and your Chargers of Covenant Christian. At this time, we'd like to ask you to please rise and gentlemen remove your caps. Direct your attention to the flag as we honor America and those who have fought to protect our freedoms with the playing of the national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineup, first of all, for the Allendale Falcons. Starting at guard, a senior, number 10, Jacob DeVito. At guard, a senior, number 11, Hudson Crack. At guard, a senior, number 21, Luke Bradeville. At forward, a senior, number 22, Andrew Ashby. And at forward, a senior, number 23, Alex Jennings. The Falcons are coached by David Brown, assisted by Ethan Evans and Andy Weber. And now for your Covenant Christian Chargers. Starting at guard, he's 6'2", a senior, number 0, Evan Pike. At guard, he's 6'2", a junior, number 2, Nathan Kirkstra. At guard, a 5'10", senior, number 4, Jaden Bilesma. At forward, he's 6'2", a senior, number 23, Caleb Dykstra. And at forward, he's 6'7", he's a senior, he's number 32, Ben Elzinga. The Chargers are coached by Tyler Schimmel, assisted by Tom Stewart.
We are just about ready for tip-off here in Charger Arena. Allendale is going to be starting DeVito, Crott, Gould, Ashby, and Gunis. Coached by David Brown. Chargers starting Pike, Kirkstra, Bilesma, Dykstra, Elzinga, and the tip goes to the Chargers. Man-to-man for Allendale, not surprising. Kirkstra trying to get the ball down to Elzinga, double team him right away.
He got a lot of attention right there off that first catch.
Flashes across, gets the bucket. Easy two, Ben Elzinga, good start for Covenant Christian. Hand checking foul there by Caleb Dykstra.
That's his first. Team first.
Well, 23 there, Ganesh, they said he could shoot from outside, Kyle Brunigi-like, but also put the ball on the floor there right off the bat.
Almost a steal there by the Chargers. That's picked up by Ganesh. Right on cue. Very active offensive rebounding. 2-2, early going, first quarter. There's Nathan getting to the bucket.
Good strong take.
That foul was down low with the block. Good up top.
Alex Ganesh is first. Team first.
And Allendale's first scorer of the night picks up their first foul.
At the line for the Chargers.
That sends Nate Kirkstra to the free throw line, and he puts in the first. And the second. Coach Ty talked about the solid guard play of DeVito and Crott. We'll see how that plays out on offense here.
Good solid man-to-man defense here from the Chargers on this possession.
Very good patience by Allendale as well.
That's going to be 3 seconds.
Very solid positioning there by the Chargers. We know that's Allendale's style. They're not going to be in a rush to do anything. This is Caleb Dykstra from the corner. Rims out. Rebound, Redeveld. This is DeVito right to the bucket for 2. Good strong move by DeVito. Now Evan Pipe. Nate thought about going baseline. Up tap again to Pipe.
Looking to establish Ben here in the low post, but Allendale's waiting there on the backside.
Ashby, pretty solid post defense. Making sure he doesn't get a hand checking foul on Elzinga. That's Evan Pipe. A little spinaroo, and he's going to go to the free throw line.
Number 10, DeVito, his first, team second. Number 0, Evan Pike will shoot 2 shots.
So the Chargers back to the free throw line early on in this game. That's what you like to see. Easy bucket opportunities. Evan misses the first. And the second. This is DeVito. Again, looking to attack right to the bucket. Good defense, Ben Elzinga. Jaden Bilesma going baseline. Easy layup.
You talked about easy buckets. There's another easy one for the Chargers. They've gotten to the rim a couple times.
Another great defensive play by Elzinga, turning away Ganesh. Evan Pipe, little Fumbleurski. Chargers maintain possession, a little helter-skelter on this possession.
Settle it down here a little bit and look to work it inside.
Very good defensive pressure by Allendale. Not making it easy. Pipe thought about it. Almost had a bad switch there. They switched back. Boy, Ashby really working hard underneath.
Good solid defense here on this possession from the Falcons.
Great pass along the baseline by Elzinga. Good rebound by Bilesma. Let's see who this foul's on. Looked good by Ganeese up top. And that is a foul on Vredeveld. But Ganeese thought he had picked that foul up. Another free throw attempt by the Chargers. Bilesma misses the first. Checking into the game, senior Nick Osterhaus for Nate Kirkstra. And Bilesma splits the pair. 7-4 Chargers. Just under 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Here's DeVito. He's had drive mentality every offensive possession. This is Ganeese. Great look. Vredeveld can't convert. Good look there by Allendale. Nick, skip pass to Bilesma. That's Evan Pipe from the corner. Splash! Evan Pipe for three. And you know, Dan, they're having a hard time getting that ball down to Elzinga, but the rest of the team got 10 points.
Allendale's making a concerted effort to take that position away from him down low. Good defense by the Chargers again. Not a ton of tempo in this one, but both teams playing good, solid defense overall. And both teams fairly patient on the offensive end. Every time you see a look down low to Elzinga, Allendale's got somebody lurking just in the background.
Allendale seems very prepared to guard Ben Elzinga tonight. Good game plan, especially as Elzinga is relocating quickly. On that last possession to Osterhaus, and then he quick repositions, but Allendale right there in position. That was the travel on Bilesma. That's Crott. He's fouled on the three. Bad foul, Evan Pipe. And that will send Crott to the line for three.
Yeah, you don't want to foul a jump shooter. Generally the rule, but oh, so tempting.
At all levels, even at the highest level, they get a little bit too aggressive. Have you ever blocked a three-point shot?
I don't think I've ever blocked a shot without getting called for a foul. They assumed that it was impossible.
You weren't the blocks leader in high school?
No, I don't think so.
And that's a bad foul by Ashby. 80 feet from the basket. Especially when we're shooting two free throws after 5 fouls, Dan. You know the rule. And we got 2 minutes left. That's not the foul you want. That was Simon Brummel who just checked into the game from the corner. He can't convert. Out of bounds to the Falcons. 10-6, Chargers, 2 minutes on the clock. Good defense there by Osterhaus. Picked it up, Ganeese for 2.
Nice little follow up there by Ganeese. And if you're the Chargers, you gotta box him out.
Simon Brummel with a nice move for 2. Good strong move by Brummel. 12-8 Chargers. So far, Allendale, Dan, not looking to shoot until that one. Really looking to drive first. It's been effective. Let's see if that opens up the three-point line. This is Bilesma. 40 seconds. It's really smart switching, too, by Allendale, knowing the matchups.
They've been solid defensively for the most part.
Nice little jump hook by Brummel, just off the mark. And now about 25 on the clock. Coach Brown calls out the play.
Going to be waiting for just one shot here.
This is DeVito. Osterhaus heaves it up, hits the speaker, and that concludes the first quarter.
Oh,
with a little speaker ding.
That was, I don't know that I've seen that before. I think Nick was just a little bit taken by surprise there. He rebounded the basketball. He assumed that they were going to be out of time based on Allendale taking the last shot, and there he was stuck with the ball. And
I think he was surprised that a man of his stature was being told to shoot it from three-quarter court.
That could be.
Well, that concludes the first quarter, and Chargers leading by 4, 12-8. Both teams really solid defense. We've said it over and over.
Yeah, and both have been good in transition, not allowing anything easy in transition. So student section over there is getting a little rowdy.
Yellow bin mishap. Maybe they'll try that one again in the second half after a little practice session.
Yeah. I don't know. That was
maybe we can
not how they drew it up.
Maybe we can get the principal in the yellow bin.
Hey, there's an option. He isn't as spry as he once was, I don't think, but they might be able to squeeze him in there.
He's getting him back out again. Well, Allendale's going to get the ball to start the second quarter. Talbot, who had checked in at the end of the first quarter. DeVito now with the ball. Right to the bucket.
I thought he shuffled some feet there, but I guess not.
The 6'7" Ben Elzinga has been a force underneath. And Ganese there is called for steps.
I thought there was one earlier in the possession, but definitely there that time.
Kirkshaw over to Brummel in the corner. Tries a three. Scrappy play there. Allendale controls. This is DeVito right to the bucket. And right before he made that shot, fouled on the floor by Jaden Bilesma. Allendale underneath. Bredeveld with the ball to Ganese.
Nice block.
Elzinga sends it away. And then a nice spin, mid-range jumper.
That's really the first time that the Chargers have been able to get out into transition. They like to run the ball when they can.
And notice how Elzinga got that score when they were just out of position. And now here he is again with a jump hook. Can't convert that one. DeVito right to the rack. Sent and denied by Bilesma. Osterhaus for three. Brummel the rebound.
Flying in.
Great pass to Osterhaus for two. And Coach Brown and Allendale needs to talk it over. Great little sequence there by the Chargers, Dan.
That was great. Yeah, and like I said earlier, it was the first time they had a transition opportunity, got another couple right here, and just a little bit of tempo, a little bit of pace, and we know that the Chargers like to do that. They like to push the ball, and very comfortable doing so. Get some easy ones.
Well, as we catch our breath here in the second quarter, you know what time it is, right?
Once again, I am hoping that you're going to say trivia time.
It's trivia time, Dan. Are you ready?
I'm ready, I think.
How much more ready can you be? All right, here we go. This is a little Covenant Christian trivia from the past. 1968 is when this school opened its doors. How many students were in the first year of Covenant's existence? Now, for our viewers at home, only sophomores and juniors that first year, no seniors. Only sophomores and juniors, fall of 1968. Answer forthcoming.
Boy, yeah, that's a good one. I think you got me stumped.
Well, you got time to think about it. This is DeVito going baseline out to Ganese. Spin move, pump fake, and 2. And he's going to be able to go to the free throw line to make it a 3-point play. Excellent footwork there by Ganese to get the opponent up in the air. That foul is on Nick Osterhaus.
One shot.
And with the free throw, Ganese cuts it to 5. 16-11 Chargers. 2 minutes into the second quarter. How would you grade the Charger crowd tonight? You like to grade papers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking around here. The student section, it looks like nice job there by Caleb Dykstra. It looks like they're, on Christmas break.
Yeah,
they're not fully engaged.
No.
At times they've been, but
B+? Looking for a letter grade.
Yeah, that's a generous grade, I would say.
Somewhere in the B's.
Somewhere in the B's.
We'll compromise.
I don't know who just scored that one.
I don't either. But Allendale did. 18-13, Chargers still. Been hanging on to about a 5-point lead consistently through this game. 4 or 5-point lead. That's a nice move across. Flex move by Nick Osterhaus for 2. That's a long 3. Trot makes it. Nate Kirksher looking to answer, and he does. Trading threes. 23-16 Chargers. That's Ganese with a floater off the glass. Nice action back and forth here, Dan.
Yeah, back and forth we go. First quarter was a lot of, half court, move the ball, take a while offensive possessions. Now back and forth we go. I like the tempo.
Now Allendale showing zone. Bad pass by Osterhaus, and that gets Trot up for the layup. Just bad positioning there. Too far into the basket. Missed opportunity by Allendale.
Back to the 2-3 zone. What's the key here?
Have somebody I think somebody just like that, right at the elbow. That elbow pass creates so many opportunities. That's exactly what Elzinga did. A little surprising that Allendale went to that zone. They had been pretty effective, even though the Chargers were scoring on a couple loose balls, but that's Caleb Dykstra. And it's raining threes at Covenant Christian. A couple nice looks by the Chargers there. Just like that, 10-point lead.
Shots are dropping.
Nice pass. Rejection by Ben Elzinga. Nice pass down to Evan Pipe. Flips it in.
Finish. Nice little run here by the Chargers.
Here's Croat. A lot of dribbling. Over to DeVito. To Ganese. He stumbles. A little bit of indecision there, but they're going to give it to the Chargers. Bilesma and Brummel checking in, and senior Aiden Van Dyke seeing his first action of the night. So the first half of that first quarter, really solid, disciplined defense. I think a few adjustments by Covenant have led to some easier buckets by the Chargers.
Yeah, offense gets a lot easier when shots are dropping, and shots have been dropping here for the Chargers in the second quarter, but they've also had opportunity to push the ball and push the tempo, and I think that favors Covenant here.
Nick had it taken away on the other end, and he returns the favor. Thank you very much. Bilesma thought about shooting, and it's a strange little sequence there. Traveling is called on Bilesma. We'll just say it's Allendale ball. DeVito down to Vredeveld. Ganese, baseline, misses it. Pipe was up there. Ganese followed a shot well, and that's a jump ball. And it will, possession arrow to Covenant Christian. All right, Dan, you've had some time to think about our trivia question.
Yeah.
So let me repeat the question so you have one last chance to
Yep.
put those numbers together. We're looking for how many students were in the first year of Covenant Christian. That was fall of 1968. Just sophomores and juniors. All right, Dan, what are you thinking?
I was going to guess about right around 52.
That is not a bad guess, but the correct answer is 60. 60 students. And we had an answer come in to us with the help of Matt Elzinga, and that was by Mr. Vern Huber. Who guessed.
He would know.
He would know.
Yeah.
He was on the teaching staff from 1968. Now, he'll correct me if I'm wrong with this, but to 2010. Somewhat of a math staple around here.
He did. He put in a few years.
And he guessed it. Nice job, Vern Huber. 60 students. And now we're at 411.
It's grown a bit.
That's an almost 700% increase. If my math
You're
is
a
correct.
math guy. You are a math guy, aren't you?
I'm sure Vern will be checking that math at home.
A little sloppy here in the last minute or so by the Chargers.
Allendale basketball down 12. Minute 10 on the clock. Winding down the first half. Pretty solid game so far. Boy, Ganese loves that spin move.
Nice footwork there. You know, Coach Schimmel said that he can shoot the ball, Ganese, really well, but he's really put the ball on the floor and done some damage there.
We haven't really seen that. We just saw the 1-3 by Croat, I believe.
Yeah, but Ganese has got 11, and a lot of that's been right at the rim.
Nice strong move by Bilesma. Every time Allendale scores, Chargers are right there with a good opportunity and conversion.
I think they're going to get Simon on that one. A little push in the back.
They call it the Chargers, number 13, Simon Hall.
That's his first foul.
Team's third.
Junior Luke Diemter checks into the game for the first time tonight to replace Evan Pipe. 20 seconds on the clock. Allendale looking to get something before they head to the locker room.
Chargers, number 4, James
Fouls on
Miles.
Bilesma, a little too aggressive, working through the screen. We got 18.3 on the clock, 12-point lead still for the Chargers. Nate Kirkstra checks into the game. He'll guard the inbounder. There's Ganese, loses his footing a bit. Aiden Van Dyke at the buzzer. Wide right. And that will conclude the first half of action. Covenant Christian 32, Allendale 20. Very good first half, Dan.
Great first half from the Chargers, especially, you know, you look at that score, 20 points and a half is excellent defensive effort from the Chargers. Good work. And we'll have to see what happens in the second half, eh?
Well, we're going to step aside and catch our breath. Hope you stick with us for the start of the second half. Don't go away. As we get ready to wind down halftime and start the third quarter, we do want to express appreciation to our chief sponsor, the Holst Jepson Physical Therapy, and our very own Abby Miedema, who does such a fantastic job for our student athletes. Thank you, Abby.
That was a strong second quarter there for the Chargers. So one thing we haven't seen from the Falcons is great shooting. And Coach Schimmel talked about that a little bit before the broadcast began, that they've got a couple guys that can really shoot it. So we'll see if they can find a rhythm here in the second half. But the Chargers have played really solid defensively overall. Not allowed them to settle in.
Another strong move by Ganeese. Foul on Ben Elzinga. Check that, Caleb Dykstra, not Ben Elzinga. That is his second foul. This is the first. Allendale so far in this game has been very aggressive attacking the bucket and has had free throw opportunities. They're going to need those to get back in this game. Ganeese misses both free throws. Evan Pipe controls now for the Chargers. Good patience by Covenant. Nate Dykstra thought about it to Bilesma. Nice pass down to Elzinga. Gets his own rebound and puts it in. This is DeVito. A little miscommunication there on the wing.
Turnover produced by a little pressure there. Good defensive pressure.
34-20. Just over a minute in, third quarter. Elzinga thought he was fouled, which is why he airballed it, but
yeah, that one, he hasn't had a ton of opportunities down there. That was a pretty tough shot on that possession.
That's Jaden Bilesma reaching in the cookie jar. And that's his third foul. So he's going to come out of the game, and Nick Osterhaus is going to check in. Good solid first half for Nick Osterhaus. Especially that speaker shot.
That was good.
It's Croat. Croat shuffled his feet a bit. Didn't look right. And if it doesn't look right, it's probably a travel. Evan Pipe to, Elzinga to Caleb Dykstra in the corner. Ball was
good hustle
right
there by everybody on the ground.
Yeah, boxing out, and then you got to go get it. Ball's going to stay with the Chargers. We've got a little question here about the foul call on the previous. They have verified that foul was on Caleb Dykstra. A little confusion here at the, not you, Dan. No confusion by you. You knew it was 23.
Well, I thought it was 32.
Well, I said 32.
Yeah. They said pretty emphatically it was 23. Caleb Dykstra verified that one.
Ganese, top of the key, attacking Elzinga.
Good defense.
And another block shot by the Chargers. Great pass. And it's Kirkstra from the top of the key. Rebound Croat.
That's good ball movement, a good shot.
That was a miss by Ashby. Elzinga sloppy with the basketball. More bodies on the floor. The ball will go back to Allendale on the held ball. 24, Gavin Talbot checking in for Allendale, and for the Chargers, number 13, Simon Brummel. Boy, we're stuck on 34-20 here. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A little sluggish to start.
Yeah, it's a 2-0 quarter at this point.
That's DeVito off the mark. Rebound Osterhaus. Elzinga down to Osterhaus. Really strong move.
Yeah,
2 points.
nice move.
Just no answer for the size disadvantage by Allendale. That's Croat. He answers with a 3 of his own. And
that's his second tonight. But, you know, down here offensively, you mentioned it's a size advantage. And Covenant's got that, especially when both Osterhaus and Elzinga are on the floor together.
Good positioning by Osterhaus. Can't convert, but he's going to go to the free throw line to extend the Charger lead, which right now sits at 13. And what we're seeing in this game, the progression is we started out with consistent 4-point leads, then it was consistent 8-point leads, and now we're at consistent double-digit leads. The question's going to be, can Covenant maintain that through the quarter into the fourth quarter?
Well, Allendale's really going to have to pick up the scoring and shoot better and execute better offensively if they want to cut into this lead. Sitting at 23 points at this point, more than halfway through the third quarter. They just have not been able to get to the rim effectively, shoot the ball effectively. That's going to have to change for them if they want to get back into this game.
That's a DeVito 3. That's a start. 38-26. Down to Osterhaus again. Skip pass to Brummel. He's going to be fouled by Ashby. Pretty obvious hip check. Allendale fans didn't think so.
Andrew Ashby, his second. Team's second.
Kirkstra over to Evan, to Brummel. That's going to be Ashby. Third foul.
Team foul number 3.
2 quick ones there for him. They're sitting at 3 in the quarter.
Just a really sluggish third quarter. And even though the Chargers have extended the lead a little bit, check that they haven't. They had a 12-point lead at halftime, right?
Yep, and we're still at 12.
Stuck at 12.
And here in the third quarter, we've been playing at a tempo that favors, I think, Allendale again. It's been more just meticulous. Take your time on offense, not getting anything in transition. If Covenant can push the tempo, that's to their favor.
That foul was on Simon Brummel. That's Ashby at the free throw line, makes the first. Great hustle by Ganesh. Saves the ball to DeVito. Danny Kuiper-like hustle.
You know, when that's all you got, that's what you got to give.
That shot by Crow off the mark.
Play.
Here's Kirkstra right to the bucket. And one. Good strong move, Nate Kirkstra. Just too much for Allendale on that transition play.
Number 10, Jake DeVito, his second. Team fourth. Number 2, Nate Kirkstra.
Foul was on DeVito.
One shot.
Kirkstra converts the three-point play. 41-27. 2 minutes to go. Third quarter.
Travel. Yep. Went to that spin move again, but dragged that back foot.
That's what's happened. It's happened a few times tonight with Ganesh. He's had pretty solid footwork, but and that's Kirkstra. Crossover move, baseline, layup. Now the Chargers are getting easy buckets.
Allendale just continues to struggle offensively to get any sort of flow in the offensive, in their offensive sets. A lot of that has to do with the Chargers. The Chargers are playing good defense.
This is Ganesh to the bucket, and he puts it in. He's been a little frustrated lately, had some words for the official, but he answers back there with a nice tough move. Good screen high, Elzinga to Kirkstra.
Oh, nice look.
Great cut by Caleb Dykstra to the bucket.
123, Dykstra.
Allendale almost looks a little fatigued to me defensively. That foul's on Ben Elzinga. He didn't like the call. But it doesn't matter what he thinks. Looked like pretty solid defense, but nonetheless, it will stay with the Falcons. 4 team fouls apiece with 19.7 on the clock. This is DeVito now. Allendale will hold for one, down 16. This is DeVito to the bucket. And that concludes the third quarter. Chargers +4 and take a 16-point lead into the fourth quarter.
If Allendale doesn't score more in the fourth quarter than they've averaged through the first three, they're not going to win this game. So
that's pretty good math there.
Yeah.
Did Vern
You've
Huber,
inspired me.
Did Vern Huber text you recently?
He
put that
has
together?
been texting us. He did text us earlier. He's an old math teacher of mine, and you know, hopefully he's impressed by that I remember these things.
Would he remember you?
It's possible. You would remember somebody for one of two reasons, right? They were a great student, or they were a little bit of a pain. I can't imagine I was the second.
No.
Sure, I was very well behaved.
In case you missed it, folks, Vern Huber nailed the trivia question tonight. And the question was the enrollment of Covenant's first year, and Vern was right on top of it, 60 students. And he was there. Caught every single one of them, I imagine. As we start the fourth quarter, Charger basketball, Allendale's really got to get something going here. Still a lot of time on the clock. That's Tyler Britters, who had checked into the game, to the bucket. And he's going to go right to the free throw line.
Number 23, Denise, his third. Team first.
Well, you know, last year, Dan, we did some River Valley trivia. That was fun. Allendale was a part of the first River Valley Conference in 1985.
1985, huh? Until when? That was probably one of our questions last year.
Well, if we had our statistician here, they would have been able to tell us sometime in the 90s an exact date. And they're actually joining a new conference next year. The River Cities Alliance, starting next year, leaving the OK Blue. You learned something tonight.
I did learn something. Didn't know that was happening.
That foul's on Caleb Dykstra, his third foul. What the Chargers don't want is Allendale shooting free throws. That means the clock is stopped.
You could score when you're Allendale with the clock stopped. That's to your advantage at this point. Ganesh has had a nice game overall.
He's missed some free throw opportunities that have been really hurting Allendale, but really playing hard all night. Here's Evan Pipe.
And Allendale's very obviously trying to pick up the intensity here defensively. They know they've got to create some turnovers, maybe get some easy ones in transition, if they want to claw their way back into this game.
Illegal screen there by Evan Pipe. So here comes DeVito and the Falcons down 16, 7 minutes to go. Good defense by Kirkstra. Excellent footwork and the steal. Good swing pass to the corner. Caleb short. That loose ball is off Pipe, and so that will go to the Falcons. High screen for DeVito. Nice roll to the bucket by Vredeveld. He can't convert.
Ball doesn't want to drop for the Falcons tonight.
They're stuck on 30. You need to score more than 30 points to win high school game.
Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle to win games when you can't put the ball in the hoop, and that's just been a struggle for the Falcons tonight.
That's an over-the-back call, which has Coach Schimmel befuddled, but he thought that ball went off Allendale when it in fact went off pipe right in front of us. That was the correct call. So that will be Allendale basketball. That over and back call, Dan, can really be a stumper. They tweak the rule here and there. That was Vredeveld who made up for his previous miss, and now off the steal, DeVito for 2. And just like that, the Falcons cut the lead to 12.
Right back to 12, and just a touch under 6 minutes to go here. If the Falcons are going to make a run, now is really the time for them to do that, and the Chargers are going to have to, dig in here, take care of the basketball. I think for the Chargers offensively, you take care of the basketball, run your offense, make sure you get an easy shot, get some good shots, and then just continue to play solid defense. And I think they're going to be okay, but we'll see if the Falcons have a run in them.
I don't know if the camera caught the student section looking very festive. How about the dress? The ugly sweater dress. You want to give that a grade?
I see some pretty good ones over there. I like those old green ones with the snowflakes, the big old snowflakes on them. Collectively, I don't know. It's like a C-ish, but a few individuals I have getting an A+ on ugly sweater over there.
Elzinga controls to Osterhaus. Reverse layup, misses. Elzinga rebound, puts it in. Elzinga, who started that break, finishes it. Back up to 14. That's Jade Bilesma with his 4th foul. A little too aggressive.
And at this point, you don't want to be fouling if you're Covenant. That's 3 team fouls with 5 minutes to go. 5th team foul is going to put Allendale at the line, shooting 2 every time a foul happens. So you want to avoid that.
Got to be smart defensively. That's DeVito. Nice step for the right-hand layup. Aiden Van Dyke is checked in for the Chargers. And Elzinga's fouled by Talbot. So Aiden Van Dyke to inbounds. Chargers up 12. Over to Brummel.
Nice play.
Excellent position by Elzinga. Great pass, Brummel. The Chargers go up 14 again. That's Croat from the corner with a miss. Elzinga rebound. Out to Van Dyke to Pipe. Here's Aiden Van Dyke from the corner. Splash! Nice look from Osterhaus. Nice three-point bucket by Van Dyke. Boy, Ganese is working so hard underneath, and Covenant not making it easy.
He's getting a lot of attention there, but nice job by Covenant, just straight up.
That was a miss by Vredeveld.
That's sloppy there.
Very sloppy. Not what Covenant needs right now. That's DeVito from the corner and off the three-point basket. Allendale calls a timeout.
A full timeout.
Still down 14 with 3:23 on the clock. Dan, I think it's time for a would you rather.
I didn't know if we were going to bust that out today or not, but
well,
I like it.
I'm getting hungry and I'm thinking pizza. So are you ready for this? Would you rather? If you could have free pizza for life, would you rather shoot a free throw blindfolded or get 2 attempts at a half-court shot without the blindfold? Free pizza for life.
Free pizza for life. Which one?
Blindfolded at the free throw line, 1 chance, or 2 chances from half court.
Full vision.
You take your 2 chances from half court. You were a good free throw shooter, weren't you?
Maybe.
When you weren't blocking shots?
Yeah, I was a better free throw shooter than I was a rim protector.
All right, so you'd go with the half quarters.
I think I would go with the half quarters. And eyes open, see what happens. What about you?
I might go with the free throw.
You have a natural, muscle memory.
It's just closer. It's just closer.
I think it's about muscle memory. You would step up there and it would just be, you don't even need, you could close your eyes, like MJ back in the day.
Meanwhile, Ganese gets the bucket. And Allendale, not going away, cuts it to 12.
No need to shoot the ball if you're Covenant.
And that's going to be a baseline foul on Ashby. Not in the bonus just yet. That's 4 team fouls. Check that, 3 team fouls, 3 apiece. Just think, 1 shot at the free throw line, free pizza for life.
But what pizza would you go with? Let's say you had to pick an establishment.
Well, I am a big fan of the Pizza Portal, so it's awfully convenient, and it usually delivers when you're hungry.
I mean, can you imagine the guy who invented that? Got to be a genius.
He's probably living in a nice house in Hudsonville
with a kid on a high school basketball team.
We'll have to work in the Pizza Portal at times this year. That was Ganese. Turnover by Bilesma.
Yeah, it's Coach Schimmel can't be too happy with just the sloppiness here in the last couple of minutes. Giving Allendale a chance to get back into this thing. There's Ganese with his 20th point tonight.
Cut it to 8. What's happening, Dan, is the scrappiness of Allendale is affecting Covenant's patience. And they're matching the helter-skelter style, and it's leading to poor offense and bad decision-making.
Yeah. Every once in a while, you just got to catch the ball and hold it, and let things develop. And that's not happening here. So all of a sudden, it's an 8-point game. Single digits, 1:48.
A lot of time on the clock, Dan. 1:48 and just an 8-point lead. So I imagine in that timeout over there, Coach Ty is talking about don't do anything dumb. As Mike King gives me a nice punch to the back. Mike always looking dapper, our official scorer at the table.
Allendale has scored 17 points this quarter.
Were you doing math that whole time?
Yeah, it took me a while. I didn't have that many fingers, and I do have that many fingers and toes, but I don't have that many fingers, so it took me a bit. Another turnover.
Terrible decision by Elzinga, and that's going to lead to a 3 attempt. DeVito rebound, puts it up. Elzinga fouls him.
No foul.
I'm sorry, Elzinga blocks him. Give that stat again. 17
points this quarter for the Falcons. 29 the previous 3 quarters combined. Nice take. That's now 22 for Cadiz.
Don't look now, folks. We got a 6-point game. And we got a trap on Bilesma. Oh. Pretty decent trap there. But they're going to call that on Ganesh. That's his 4th foul.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose him, but with a minute 17, you don't take him out either.
So Caleb Dykstra to inbound. Chargers up 6. Here's Kirkstra. Nice move. Should have just gone up with a layup. And now this is DeVito. 30-second timeout called by Coach Dave Brown. And Allendale just down 6.
Well, this has been quite the run. We said it earlier that the Falcons were going to have to make a run starting at about the 6-minute mark, and they've done it. They've done it over the last 5 minutes, 4.5, 5 minutes here. We don't have, again, our statistician was sick tonight, right? So we don't have all of the data in front of us, but turnovers here in the last 5 minutes for the Chargers are getting ugly. There's got to be 5+ key turnovers here in the last few minutes from the Chargers. This turned around into fast break points for Allendale, and we've got all of a sudden a tight game.
Chargers had this lead up to as many as 16 in the 3rd quarter. And here's Ganesh, who we would expect with the basketball. Right to the bucket, right hand, off the glass, and in. 4-point lead, 45 seconds, Elzinga trapped. And excellent defense by Ashby to disrupt that play. That would have led to a Charger bucket. 43.1. Kirksher to check in for Osterhaus. Chargers baseline out of bounds. Bilesma to inbound. Dangerous pass. A Christmas gift to Ganesh. And he puts it in. Oh, just off the mark. Thought that was down. That would have been a huge bucket for Allendale. Just a collective groan in Charger Arena as that pass was going up. That would have been a huge conversion by Allendale. But Ganesh, who struggled at the free throw line tonight, misses that first one. Big free throws here. Osterhaus In for Kirkshaw, a little offense-defense substitution by Coach Ty. And here's Ganese, big free throw coming up to cut it to 3, and he misses that one as well. Elzinga,
he's being held. He was being
literally
held.
having his jersey held. Not sure how the official missed that on the baseline.
Yeah, there was one right off the bat that looked like a foul. Eventually they got to it. But yeah.
That's the 5th foul for Andrew Ashby.
Looking back, Allendale is going to kind of look at that. Ganese is just 2 for 7 from the free throw line tonight.
Could have had a 3-point play. Instead, they got 0. But Elzinga misses that first free throw. Still a lot of time left, 35.2. Just a 4-point lead that the Chargers are clinging to. And Elzinga misses that one. But Dykstra with the rebound. And just an awful sequence for Allendale because they had the block out and they forgot to go get the ball.
That was exactly it. It was a great block out by a couple of guys and they just didn't go get the ball.
So on that offensive rebound sequence, Ben Elzinga got the 2, putting the Chargers up 6. And he converts. I thought he would convert the 3-point play. Ganese loses it. Bodies everywhere. And we have a scrum of sorts. Everybody keeps their cool. And I missed the possession out of that.
It's going to be Falcon basketball.
Falcon basketball. Coach Brown calls a timeout.
Six-point game. They're going to have to draw something up here, and ideally, you get a 3-point make. But if you go quick, you can get 2 and still look to turn them over.
Still a lot of time left. Allendale's they just really had some opportunities to cut that lead. Ganese missed that 2-pointer, got fouled, missed both free throws. Then they had the chance for the block out down here to get a possession. Instead, Elzinga for 2. He missed that free throw. So both teams just missing some opportunities. Chargers hanging on to a 6-point lead.
Yeah. But I tell you what, Coach Brown really challenged his team to step up with, in this fourth quarter, step up the defensive intensity and pressure. I really didn't think that they were going to make a game of this, but they never let up. They've come back, furious comeback here in this fourth quarter and given themselves an opportunity yet.
Never stopped playing. Allendale has really played hard. Bad turnover by DeVito. Here's Bilesma, who's fouled hard by Ganese. Looked worse than it really was. Just really awkward fall by Bilesma. Fortunately, he gets up. And that's Ganese's 5th foul. Great game for Alex Ganese. Really worked hard all game, both ends of the floor. Jaden Bilesma is going to go to the free throw line to put this away for the Chargers. And Nick Osterhaus says thank you very much and puts the finishing touches on what's going to be the 6th win of the season for the Chargers. Trot hits the 3, just softened the blow a bit, but the Chargers are going to hang on to a 58-52 win here in Charger Arena. Dan, what's Ty going to take away from the fourth quarter to improve on with his squad?
Well, I think what he's going to talk about is great effort from the beginning of the game right up through the end of the third quarter. And good effort, yeah, and intensity in the fourth quarter, but just too many mistakes. And those are the things that you learn from as a team throughout the season. This is a good teaching opportunity for Coach Schimmel to talk to these guys about taking care of the basketball. Until you have the experience of playing in a game where you have to have a little bit of situational awareness and take better care of the basketball. It's hard to learn those lessons. So great opportunity for growth and development from this game for the Chargers, but efficient offensively for them tonight, and good defensive intensity and effort. So this team is really coming into form here, as Coach said at the beginning of the broadcast, and excited to see how that growth continues now through the rest of the season.
And just like that, the Chargers are going to turn around and play at Cornerstone tomorrow. No rest for the weary. 1:30 p.m. at Cornerstone, taking on Coldwater. And so some of those things that you talked about, Dan, to work on, we'll see if they take that to the hardwood tomorrow. Well, folks, we're glad you joined us tonight here in Charger Arena. Final score again, Covenant Christian 58 and Allendale 52. Thanks for listening, and have a good night.